Good morning, my friends. I just finished up a little walk and I am sitting outside enjoying the morning sunlight and the beautiful colors. Ooh, the forest is so beautiful during this time of year, and I don't know, I've just been feeling extra gratitude lately for how far I've come this year. And yeah, even just a year ago, last fall, I was doing carnivore at that point, but I was not able to just go for a morning walk, and so I just try to keep gratitude for that. Anyways, I thought I would take you guys along with me on my day today and show you some of the simple meals I'm going to make and just some highlights from the day. Actually, just yesterday my mom and I made this fall wreath. I got all these things at Hobby Lobby. These are little picks, so we just stuck them in the wreath and wired them in. It was really easy and obviously a lot more affordable and fun too. So I think this whole wreath probably costed under $30. Okay, so I've got some lamb shanks that I'm gonna make up for my first meal of the day, and I'm just going to sear the edges of them and then braise them on the stove top. I'm also going to throw some bacon in the oven for Jake for breakfast. Got some homemade tallow. This pot is a little small, but it's all I have, so I'm just going to make it work. Get a bit of a sear on there. Oops. So Jake just has the bacon from Costco, and we cook it in this cast iron pan in the oven. This is just grease left over from the burgers we made last night, and I'm just gonna cook the bacon in it without cleaning it out. That's real life for you guys. Oof, it's heavy.
Made of clay was hard in the hand of the potter, so he made it again another vessel, as seemed good to the potter to make it.
The rest of the braising liquid, I'm just gonna put it in the fridge and probably drink it tomorrow. Okay, so I've got my shank all ready, fall apart tender, have raw butter, which I like to add to pretty much anything, and then I have my meat stock, which is just the braising liquid from the shank, and I just use a little strainer to filter out any of the pieces in the broth and add electrolytes, and that's really all there is to it. So I'm just gonna add some of my raw butter here to the shank, and I already added Redmond salt. So all it is lamb, butter, and salt. Alright, let's give this a try. That's very good. I will say, I think I still prefer other meats to lamb, so I prefer beef or bison or pork to eating lamb. I'm kind of unusual in that. I think most carnivores love lamb, but I'm just not one of them. The butter really adds a lot to it. This is definitely some of the best lamb that I've ever had, and I just was kind of feeling like eating it today, which is unusual for me, so I thought I would go with it. As you guys can see, I'm eating outside. I try to eat outside as much as I can. It can really help with digestion and getting your nervous system back into that parasympathetic mode where you can heal and digest your food. Okay, that's actually really good. I like it a lot. North Star doesn't always have lamb in stock, so this is the first time I've tried their lamb. I think they probably still have it in stock. I'll link everything that I used in the video down below as well, just in case you guys want to see. Still pretty hot. That's a good flavor. I really like meat stock a lot, especially during the fall. It's just kind of cozy to drink. Anyways, I know the pot that I used to cook this in was less than ideal, but it still turned out really good, and it goes to show you don't always need the perfect cooking appliances for your food to turn out great. I would like to get a Dutch oven, because lately I've really just loved cuts that are rich in connective tissue, just slow cooking them, and a Dutch oven is faster than a crock pot, and it really retains the heat well and cooks it really evenly. So that's something that I'm looking forward to hopefully getting soon. Anyway, lately I haven't been as hungry, so I've been kind of eating a little bit less than usual. Eating around like 1.5 pounds of meat a day, and that seems to be going pretty well. For me, I typically do 2 meals a day, but I usually intermittent fast, but I really just do whatever I feel like. If I wake up and I'm hungry, I'll eat breakfast. If I don't eat until 2 o'clock, then that's okay too. I just kind of go with the flow and do whatever I feel like my body is telling me to do without any sort of strict rules in that regard. So I'm just gonna finish up my meal here, and I will catch up with you guys later. So last week we got a new freezer for our garage. We had the original fridge freezer combo from our house in the garage ever since we started renovating our house, and so we decided just to get a freezer to put in that space because we don't need the fridge space at all. Just need freezer space for the meat, obviously. So I'm going to show you guys that. Alright, so this is the freezer. It's vertical and it's almost the size of a standard freezer fridge combo. And so I've got all of my meats in here and plenty of space. The door actually has lots of space as well. I just think the vertical freezer is so much better than the horizontal ones, because once you put stuff in there then you can't find it, and having these shelves where you can see everything is just super nice. So yeah, that's it. And I think this is the only plant item we have left in our freezer, but the rest of it is meat. Jake is making himself some flanking ribs. Looks like we had some birds living in our old smoker. Just cleaning out this one because it set on fire last night. So, reminder to clean your smokers, my friends. I actually used to work at this climbing gym like 7 years ago, so it's been fun to go and watch Jake climb, and I've just been visualizing myself being able to climb and looking forward to when I'm ready for that. Really the only reason I haven't climbed yet is because of my neck, and I've been working on strengthening my upper back and my arms so that I can be ready to climb. Ready for some wings? What are you making?
Ice cream.
So you need 4 egg yolks then?
That's what we've always done, right?
Yeah, for every 2 cups of the cream.
Oh, okay.
really a 1 meal a day type of person. I typically do 2 meals a day, but if that's what my body is feeling like doing, then I'll do it. And yesterday I just ate pretty much all of the lamb shake. I think it was 1.8 pounds of lamb shake, and I added butter. And then when my husband Jake was making his carnivore ice cream, I had some of that, and it actually was with pasteurized cream. So pretty much all the dairy that I have eaten the last few months has been raw dairy, and I do really well with that in comparison to pasteurized. But as I've been doing this brain retraining and healing my histamine intolerance, I have been a little bit more adventurous, I guess you could say, with trying different things. And over the last few months I've had a strawberry, I've had, you know, a little bit of seasoning on a steak or something like that, and just been a little bit more willing to not be so 100% strict on everything, and that has gone okay. I've seen some unpleasant reactions to a few of the things I've tried, but because of my brain retraining, I'm not really discussing symptoms or things like that, so sorry about that. But overall it's been going well. As for my histamine intolerance, nothing has been more helpful than brain retraining. Literally having a histamine or a mast cell reaction is a sign that your nervous system is dysregulated, and so brain retraining, I think personally, is one of the best things you can do for it, and one of the most important things to do for it. So anyways, that's going well. I'm like 6+ months into the brain retraining program that I'm doing called DNRS. I'll put a link to that in the description. But yeah, overall things are going well. And also yesterday I noticed that my husband Jake pretty much had a completely carnivore day, which is not normal for him, but it just sort of happened. And so that was interesting. He had bacon for breakfast, he had flank and ribs for lunch, and he had chicken wings for dinner, and then the carnivore ice cream. So it was a very low carb day for him. Also, back to the pasteurized dairy, I noticed that I can have like 2 bites of it. It's just heavy cream. If I have more than just 1 or 2 bites of it, I notice that I don't do too well with it yet, but I think eventually I'll be able to handle it just fine. And the ice cream isn't like a staple in our diets. It's just something that we do for a treat, for special occasions, and it's fun to be able to have something like that we can kind of enjoy making and eating together. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're having a great day. Make sure to subscribe and follow along on Instagram if you haven't already, and I will look forward to seeing you again in another video very soon.